it's Thursday night, about 9 o'clock, and I put my video out yesterday, or today. You won't see this one until tomorrow or Wednesday. But anyway, after I made the video and put it all together, at the end, near the end of that video, I tested that light with the right side front signal. Took the amber bulb out, put a white bulb in, and it worked when I grounded it out. And after I made the video, I was sitting there thinking, I said, did I ground out that thing when I had the amber bulb in it? And I don't think I did. So I go rooting through the garbage where I threw the bulb, pulled it out, put it in a socket, grounded it out. Sure enough, the bulb works. So it's not the bulb, it was the ground. Anyway, I cleaned up the contact points where there's a little bracket that holds the socket. Cleaned that up. Cleaned inside the box because I painted it. So I might have killed my own ground right there. I cleaned up underneath, put a nice shiny bolt on it. Made sure everything was good, all metal on metal. And put it all together. And yeah, so the whole front is done. Everything works. Show you real quick. Because what I wanted to do tomorrow in the morning, first thing, was just push the truck forward to give myself some room to work on the back. I'm not too concerned about it. The back is nothing. I got mixed up on the wires or something. I think I ran the left and the right signal to the right side and maybe put both, I don't know, brake lights to the left side. I don't know. I'm going to sort it out, run a tester on everything, and we'll get it dialed in. Probably take me an hour, hour and a half, and I'll have everything done. But everything up front now is complete, 100%. Everything works. So go through it real quick. I'll just change the camera angle here. So it's left. That's right. Four ways. Everything's working. Sweet. And I already know the headlights work, so that's cool. And the high beams. The horn works. And like the cooling fan. That's everything. So I can go ahead and put this panel back on now. I don't have to get back in here for anything. And yeah, so tomorrow morning, push it forward, get after the back, finish that off. Right now, I'm going to have a cold one. Morning, guys. So it's next day, Tuesday morning, and we're back to 25 below. Wonderful. Anyway, first thing I did, I put my hood latch panel back on, so I'm done up here, done in the front. I'm going to push the truck ahead now and get after the taillights. I'm pretty sure I know what I did. Just got to trace which wire is left, which one is right. I think they're both going to the right. So just got to separate, bring one back, liven up the left, and everything should be good. So yeah, I'll get after it and see if we can get this thing dialed in and done. So after that, I guess the other thing is tail lights. I think that's on my headlight switch. I might have picked the wrong post for that, so I'll test that out as well. And yeah, we should get everything hot and working. I don't think it's going to take long at all. Once that's done, I can put my brake pedal assembly back in, the booster, the master, all that stuff. And then it's time to get it up in the air and get the e-brakes done. And that's pretty much it. So that's where I'm at. So stick around. Okay, so I did screw this up pretty good. So you can see I got the 4 ways on, and right away, I mean, it's the wrong bulb. There we go. Okay, that's... Okay, that's better. So, bottom bulb. Huh. Alright, so that's working there. I did something with it. There's a black wire that I ran to both, and that's an issue. I'm gonna check my brake lights. Okay, I have found my problem. So, for whatever reason, I split the brake lights and the signal lights from each other. That's brake light. It should be up here. This should be lit. It should be in the same wire. So I split them off for whatever reason. So I'm going to fix that. And then, obviously, that's why I don't have tail lights. I haven't hooked the tail lights up. So the wire is still underneath there somewhere. I just got to find out where that is. I'll rearrange what I've got right now, and so that I have brake lights, 4-ways, and everything. But it should all be in that upper bulb. Down here is just tail lights. So it's, you know, it's a smaller bulb, not as bright. So what a dummy. Anyway, I'll straighten all that out. See if I can trace back the actual tail light wire and hook that up, and then I should be good to go. All right, so turns out I must have been on crack or something when I wired this up the first time. I'm looking at the wires, I'm tracing, I'm going, what the hell did I do here? No idea. So I cut everything out, took it all out, went back to about 2 feet, pulled all the wires out, cut them, tested them all, figured out which one was which, ran them, hooked them up. I'm good now. All I need now is tail lights. I've got one wire. It's a spare yellow wire, but I've got 2 of them coming in the cab, one from the front, one from the back, so I got to determine which one's which. And then I can hook up my tail lights. But all the rest of the stuff, the signals and all that stuff is working. So yeah, I'll show you what I got. Let's change the camera angle here a little bit. There we go. All right. Hey, that should be brake lights. Good. Go left signal. Good. Right signal. You can see that's good. And 4-ways. Why isn't that flashing? Because the brake light was on, that's why. So there you go. They're all working. Good. So I'll find out which yellow wire this is. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I ran 2 spare wires, and I'm glad I did, because now I'm going to need one for sure. So one of these goes to the front, one goes to the rear. I just tagged them as spare. I didn't tag which one was which. And the yellow wire is in the back. So I'll just put power to the wire back there and figure out which one is which. Hook up my the yellow light or the yellow wire up to the headlight switch and hook up the tail lights, and then I'm done. So that's where I'm at. All right, So let's say you bought a car in Alberta and it's sitting in a field, doesn't run, and you live in Prince Edward Island and you want to get the car or truck hauled from Alberta to PEI. Well, the guy I've used is Ian over at Wolf Train Services Limited. Ian specializes in field cars, and he's based out of Saskatchewan, so pretty center of the country, and he hauls coast to coast. Apparently now he can also arrange shipping to the U.S. He can take like 3 vehicles or more at a time, and if even if you're looking for something specific, you get a hold of Ian, and there's a good chance you can find it. He sends me pictures of cars in fields, fields full of trucks, farmers' fields, So he finds stuff all the time, and if you're looking for something old, there's a good chance Ian can find it. So give Ian a shout. That's his email is Ian at wolftrainservicesltd.com. That's Ian at wolftrainservicesltd.com. Give him a shout and set up your own arrangements for communication. And good luck with your project. Oh, I got to get some work done. All right, so the wiring is done. I've just got to tidy up a little bit underneath. Finish that up after I clean up all my tools. I'm going to do one more test, make sure everything is working before I put all the stuff away. Tail lights. Brake lights. Right signal. Now, see it from here. Left signal. Yeah. 4 ways. 4 ways. What's going on here? What the fuck? Oh, because the brake light's on, that's why. There we go. I'd be nervous there for a second. Anyway, here's a genius move for you. I was just putting the lenses on, and all of a sudden smoke everywhere. What the? I was standing on a soldering iron, it was still plugged in. I burnt a hole through my shoe. Always unplug the soldering iron when you're done. Okay, so a couple things I've got left to do before I can put my pedal assembly in. I put my brakes, or I put my headlight switch in already. I want to put in a couple of signal light indicator lights on the dash. Tell you left, right, whatever, if something's on. I've got the wires for it already, so I just need to drill a couple of holes. I don't have the lights with me. I haven't picked them up yet, but I can still run the wires. And then the very last thing is the oil pressure gauge. Get that hooked up and through the firewall, and then I can go ahead and put in my brake pedal assembly, and then I can put the seat in. So yeah, moving right along. All right, so I'm all done under the dash. I got 4 wires left. These are my brake switch, and these are the left and right signal indicators. I'm not going to drill those holes yet until I actually have the little lights here, and of course I got to put my brake pedal assembly in before I can plug in the brake switch. So yeah, that's it. Everything else is done. The oil pressure gauge the line is run to the gauge, so I just got to hook it up right down there by the distributor. It's ready to go. So yeah, done. So I guess I can go ahead and put my brake pedal assembly in. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't think there's anything else I have to do under there. So if I could put my assembly in, I might need a hand with that one. I'll see. I'll take a look and see what I can do. If I can get it in without anybody else's help, without an extra pair of hands, I'll go ahead and put it all together. So, see how that goes. Alright, so I got the pedal assembly and the booster back in. Put my master on it. Right. Sweet. Okay, so as far as Ian at Wolf Train Services, I'm going to post his info under comments. You can check it out there. I'm going to put his, he asked me to, put his email and his phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and post it in the comments. So if you need Ian Services, there's the info there. So anyway, I can pretty much put my seat in now, I think. Get the interior wrapped up. So that's a big deal. We're really moving along. I could cross a pile of things off my list, which I've done already. Yeah, it's really picking up speed here. We're getting to the finish line for sure. I'm really getting pumped. Yeah, do that. We're gonna get into I think the next big one is e-brake cable, which is not a big deal, and then we're gonna check out what that lifter noise is, and once we have that dialed in, it's throw the hood on. I gotta paint the tailgate yet. That should be the next couple of days. It's supposed to warm back up again. It's going to 23, 24 below tonight, so I doubt if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, but probably Friday for sure. Anyway, there's still a bunch of stuff to do on the truck anyway, so it's not holding me up at all, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so if you like the content, subscribe please, like the video, you know, share it, tell your buddies and all that kind of stuff, help spread the word. Subscribers are coming in fairly steady, and that's good, and I do appreciate it. And if you so choose to support the channel, you can go to the little menu button beside the share, just to the right of the share button, little circle, 3 dots. You click on that, go up to where it says thanks, and you can support the channel there. Any support I get will be greatly appreciated. And you know, if you're not doing anything else, well, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.